Graveyard Girl and Shane Dawson did a collab a couple of years ago where they pretty much tried to save Graveyard Girl's YouTube channel from dying. At the time of me recording this, Graveyard Girl has around 8 million subscribers. The last 3 videos have gotten 34,000 views, 24,000 views, and 31,000 views. The fact that her YouTube views are going down are pretty on brand or not out of character for a YouTube channel that blew up in her same era. Graveyard Girl's channel pretty much blew up in 2014. That was along with channels like Tyler Oakley, Glozell Green, Shane Dawson kind of. And if you look at all those people's channels today, the exact same thing has happened. Half of them have somewhat quit or rarely ever upload. And if you look at their views relative to their subscriber counts, they're the same. Today, basically, I watched the Shane Dawson documentary and I'm going to point out some things in it which I saw were kind of interesting. I just wanted to kind of show you that and then we could dissect it.
What is this? It's right there.
I feel like his whole why didn't she want me to show the front of her house is a bit uncalled for because Bunny still lives in Texas, you know? Her neighbors are not the Kardashians. She's not in Calabasas. She's not in a gated community. As far as we know, she's in some random suburb in Texas living in a mansion and no one knows where she lives. I don't really see an issue with that privacy, but okay.
Okay, wait. Am I allowed to reference? Oh my god. Have you ever shown your house?
No.
Although Shane kind of said his point was to try and fix Bunny's channel and to ensure that it kind of blew up again, I feel as though Shane's achievement from this documentary was more to kind of get Bunny to open up and to realize that her success, she can be more transparent about it than she is. As you kind of see through the documentary, she's extremely uncomfortable of her success because she doesn't want to receive backlash for it. But honestly, full respect for Bunny because I feel as though she's worked really hard and achieved what she has, and what she's achieved is amazing.
What?
Just, I don't want to. Hi.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I was just.
You're really nervous.
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. We're just gonna talk.
I'd be really curious to talk to Bunny now and see how she feels about the whole series because I feel as though, to be honest, her being so transparent about her life and doing things, although it did result in a couple of videos getting decent views, ultimately the views of her channel continued to still go down. But it would be really interesting to me to kind of hear whether her transparency, whether she's kind of happy with, whether she has any regrets about being as transparent as she was, or whether she's happy with it. I don't know how much it kind of did for her in the long run. I hope that it was very much on her own terms, and Shane didn't promise her and be your channel's gonna blow up so big and so fast, you're never gonna get under 1 million views again, your channel's gonna be unbelievably big now because you showed us your Porsche. So I don't know, I hope she didn't get empty promises, but also I feel she should probably be smart enough, or she is smart enough to know
I know. Oh yeah, we can. Can I bring my tea?
Okay. I'll bring
my
mine.
fan?
That's all I talk about.
No, oh my god, I've just been feeling so bad about myself and
I've only been here for an hour and you beat yourself up so much.
Shane's series are low-key so dramatic, but we know this, you know, it's not unexpected. Both being well-known does not mean that they know each other at all. And from what I can see, I feel Graveyard Girl just followed Shane, and Shane was let me come to your house and we'll film something. And they're kind of total strangers, and it's really uncomfortable for obviously her because she's exposing her life to Shane because he's just a random in her house filming everything. I feel probably most people would be a bit uncomfortable.
You mentioned that you didn't really look back then.
yeah, no.
You didn't even have a comprehension of 10 million people.
Somebody had to tell me when I hit 1 billion views. I didn't even know.
To an extent, it does annoy me when YouTubers, I feel they don't do it as much now, but when people are I don't look at my views. I only post online because I absolutely love it. The fact that it bought me a G-Wagon and a $5 million mansion has nothing to do with me posting on YouTube. Bunny doesn't, to me at least, seem like she genuinely does kind of care about analytics, really, if that makes sense. I don't think she cares about doing things for views. The whole point of me saying this is I believe this. I think she's being genuine.
I don't know. I feel there's probably a lot of people that are happy to see me not be competition anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
She's just out here making does this thing really work? and like paranormal stuff and making people feel confident in who they are. And she's really out here thinking that like Jeffree Star's sitting there and like spitting on her as her channel like dies. I don't really think so, but obviously it's kind of sad she feels that way, and obviously she probably knows things that we don't, so okay, I will let her have that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. Okay. Problem number 1. Oh my god.
Obviously, she's got to be a bit more organized, but also, this is not hoarders. Like, this is not the point of the video.
Wait, is that not everyone?
Probably not to like that extent, but also I think that's like kind of common. Probably beg to differ that I feel like Shane would probably have the same thing, and he's just like being dramatic for this whole series.
I think this, to me, is a visual representation of your brain right now.
Again, is that not everyone? Like, Shane jokes all the time about like my mental health, I'm a mess, etc. You know, like I feel like that's pretty common for most people to be like that.
I'm gonna point to a thumbnail and you tell me if you think the thumbnail and title is good or bad. And then we'll see what the audience thinks.
Are we gonna have a 1 to 10?
We're gonna
What's the scale?
We're gonna have a click or ignore.
This game that they're playing is so necessary, and like I get it, and to be honest, I would kind of love it if I had like YouTuber friends. Which thumbnail of mine sucks? Like, help me fix that. But also, if I were Graveyard Girl, like I would be internally dying.
Tell them, explain to them why you aren't talking about certain things and your reasonings, and see what they think.
Well, I just don't want people to think that I'm unaware of like the privileges that I have, and that I don't want to come across as like bragging.
I kind of love that. She's just so humble, and you've got like Ryland especially, who flexes his G-Wagon, Gucci bags, etc., and then Shane, who's gotten a bit more flashy over the years, especially with his influence of Jeffree.
Okay, wait. Am I allowed to reference how incredible this is? Oh my god. Have you ever shown your house?
No. No, so there's like on and off camera me.
Poor Graveyard Girl, she really is like so uncomfortable. It's really, really obvious. She's like not having this at all. She's not having fun, not loving it.
Right, because I don't want everyone to think I'm an asshole.
Why?
Just I don't want to.
I feel like this sparked a lot of people's sympathy for Bunny. Obviously not in terms of her possessions, but more the fact that she feels like really uncomfortable with the success that she has. I think throughout this series, Shane helped her kind of own her success and be more confident in it, and that being like, well, if you're going to be jealous about that, that's your fault. Not her just constantly feeling like insecure.
One more thing I wanted to show. You have in the other room, you were acting so like, what, like, oh, don't look, oh, I'm embarrassed, oh, it's too extra. But it's everything. You have an arcade.
Yeah.
Show us. We want to see.
Come on.
Do you really like how Shane like pumps her up and is like, you go girl, it's incredible. Meanwhile, he's literally at Jeffree Star's house with his arcade, which is like 45 like machines, where Bunny's got like 3.
God, in the last 2 days, so I could put it in this video. So that's what it was before.
And then we get toward the end of the series where we see Shane kind of showcasing his success with his series and how her channel is back. Kind of, for Shane's contribution to Graveyard Girl's channel, that's kind of where it kind of leaves off. They do a ghost hunting video together, but it's not really that noteworthy in terms of Graveyard Girl's channel. After Shane visiting, Bunny does post more videos that are more transparent and more kind of authentic to herself, which I do appreciate, but as you can kind of see, her views pretty much, she's got like the main video being like why I didn't tell the truth or why I lied or something like that, 5.4 million views. And then as you can see, nothing really does that great. And when I speak about this is all relative. Like if I get a video which hits 1 million views, I will like cry on the floor and be in like fetal position, like what the hell. But obviously for having 8 million subscribers, 1 million views is like 1/8 of your audience, you know? One thing which I will say is Bunny constantly does stay authentic to herself. I feel like no matter what video she posts, she only posts something if it's kind of true and authentic and stays with her brand. Obviously, her channel just never quite recovered, I guess, or kind of hit its peak and pretty much never kind of went back to where it was at some point. At this current point in time, she has gained 10,000 subscribers this month, which is better than what I'm about to show you. And obviously like 10 million views in a month is still incredible. The check for that would still be pretty fat. and I imagine she'd still be able to live the lifestyle that she does currently. As you can see, 2022 appeared to be a really decent year for her. 2020 and 2021, there was like subscriber losses quite significantly, like week on week, which is obviously quite hard. I feel like if you're a YouTuber, if your channel's not growing versus losing subscribers, there is a definite difference in mindset, being like, oh my god, people hate me, they're leaving, versus like no new people coming. So Bunny, if you're watching this, I do genuinely wish you the best. I am a subscriber of yours. I just think it's in the nature of the internet for people to kind of lose interest, and there's nothing really you can do. Like, your demographics probably like going out of YouTube or just like going onto TikTok. If you enjoyed this video, could you please give it a thumbs up? If you're not subscribed yet, could you please, as it really does help my channel. So